You know, it's pretty amazing when you think about it, how just a handful of words can build an entire world and spark a huge adventure. How can a single sentence possibly contain a beginning, a middle, and a call to action? Well, that's exactly what we're going to dive into. We're going to deconstruct a masterclass in miniature storytelling.
So here it is. This is our entire source text, just 19 words. It looks simple, right? But trust me, every single choice here is deliberate. It's all designed to transport you from wherever you are right now to the surface of another world. Let's break it down piece by piece and see how it works.
All right, first things first, let's look at the very beginning, how this whole narrative just opens its door and invites us inside. This is all about the setup.
It starts with just one word, welcome. I mean, think about that. It's not hello or listen up. Welcome is an act of hospitality. This word immediately creates a personal connection. It's basically saying you are an invited guest here. This story is for you. It just breaks the fourth wall and makes the whole experience feel direct and inclusive from the very first second.
And next, you have the very deliberate choice of the word journey. I mean, the writer could have said trip, but there's a world of difference there, isn't there? A trip is just, going from point A to point B. But a journey implies something epic, a transformation. It promises adventure, challenges, discoveries, a real story. With that one word, the scope of what we're about to do is instantly elevated.
So, we've been invited on a journey. Awesome! But where are we going? This next part shows how the destination is branded to make it feel absolutely epic and incredibly real.
We aren't just told we're going to Mars. Nope. We're going to the red planet. And that is such a powerful choice. It's not just some scientific name, it's a title, a brand. It instantly conjures this specific, powerful image in your mind, a huge alien landscape painted in shades of rust and ochre. It creates atmosphere before we've even gotten a single detail.
Okay, now for the next layer of this world building. Mars isn't just called a planet, it's called a world. And this is a really crucial distinction. A planet is an astronomical body, a ball of rock. But a world is a place of immense scale and possibility. It suggests a place that has its own history, its own secrets, its own rules. The destination just grew from a dot on a map to a place that contains multitudes.
So, let's recap. We've been invited on an epic journey to a vivid, expansive world. But why should we care? What's the emotional promise here that's designed to capture our imagination? This, right here, is the hook. The first part of that hook is mystery. In any story, mystery is the engine. It's the unanswered question, that shadow on the horizon. It plays on our deep-seated human desire to find out what happens next. By promising mystery, the narrator is promising that there are secrets on this world just waiting for us to uncover them.
And the perfect partner to mystery is wonder, right? If mystery is what pulls you in, wonder is the payoff. It's that feeling of awe you get when you turn a corner and see something absolutely breathtaking. It's the reward for being curious, that feeling of discovery that makes the whole journey worthwhile.
And when you put these two together, you get this irresistible narrative contract with the audience. Mystery pulls you forward with the promise of the unknown, and wonder guarantees that whatever you find is going to be worth it. I mean, it's the fundamental engine of every great exploration story, from ancient myths all the way to modern science fiction.
Okay, so we've been welcomed, we've been given a destination, and we've been given an emotional promise. The final piece of this sentence takes all of that setup and turns it into a direct mission. It gives us something to do.
See, the narrator doesn't just say, look around. They give you a clear two-part mission. Explore its vast canyons and its towers. This is the call to action. It flips you from being a passive audience member into an active participant. You now have a tangible goal. You're not just a tourist anymore. You're an explorer.
So let's look at the whole thing one last time. Welcome, that's the personal invitation. Journey to Mars, that's the epic premise. The red planet, a world, that establishes the vast setting. Mystery and wonder, that's the emotional contract. And finally, explore its vast canyons and towers. That is your personal mission. It's an entire narrative arc, all in a single breath.
This short phrase is really a perfect example of how carefully chosen language can build a universe and invite you, personally, to be the hero of your own story. Every single word has a purpose, every idea builds on the last one. The setup is complete, the invitation has been made, so the only question that's left is, what will you discover?